hope can be a dangerous thing, especially if it's hope in something that's not going to happen. And I've discovered this quite bluntly the last couple of weeks. In the last video I made, I was talking about how my wife told me that she didn't respect me anymore. That's why she's breaking up with me. And my behavior started changing. I noticed myself just started being more productive and focused, and maybe as a compensation, but I just felt like as it had been voiced, it just like activated something in me. And a week or two into that, she her behavior changed, and she started saying things like, oh, you never know, absence might make the heart grow fonder, maybe we'll get back together, and we were being really sweet and lovely to each other. And I started to foster this idea that maybe things were getting better. Maybe things were getting better, maybe. Until we had a conversation, you know, about a few days later, and she started talking about how we've got a, you know, finding a home for the dog. And I said, what, so you're still going ahead with it? And she was like, well, yeah, obviously. And even though I told myself not to be deluded by it, not to fall for it, not to convince myself that it doesn't mean that everything's magically okay, I allowed myself to have this glimmer of hope that things were getting better and we could stay together as a family. And after she said that, I went on another downward spiral, and that's lasted a couple of weeks. That's why I haven't made any other videos. I just haven't felt like it. And I realized this. I was actually talking to someone at work, and I told her about this, and she said, yeah, I've noticed that you've been really flat the last 2 weeks, and it's you know, it's reflected in my productivity at work, and I've just not been in a great place. And I realized that that's what it was. And it's been really difficult to give up that glimmer of hope that our family might stay together, you know, we stay living in the same home, and we don't have to tell our little daughter that Mummy and Daddy won't be together, and I won't go into it. One last thing, I realized that when I am in that state of hoping that things will be okay, it's a very childlike, passive, powerless state. I'm hoping that someone's going to rescue me. I'm hoping that she's going to make everything okay. And that's the exact opposite of what she needs me to be, if there were ever to be a chance between us. And also if there's going to be any chance of me being happy and fulfilled and having a good life on my own. So there's the paradox, the irony. I thought I'd share that with you. It's not about giving up hope, it's about reframing it, to shifting it onto something that you can control, so you don't have to lose the light entirely. You just have to put it on something realistic.